Hi, welcome back. This is Gladys Ngetich, and here on my channel, I'm sharing motivational, inspirational stories to help you build a life that you want. So if you're a dreamer, if you're dreaming bold, if you're building something, if you are not satisfied where you are and you are itching for more, this is the channel you want to subscribe to. Today, let me tell you about some of the strategies to turn your 9 to 5 into your competitive age. And the reason why your 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour in the evenings are making or breaking your future and what to do about it. So right now, I'm a management consultant and I work 60 to 80 hours every week, Monday through Friday. I'm clocking crazy hours, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., sometimes even to midnight. And people ask me, where do you get the time? Actually, that is the main question that people ask me, because I run YouTube channels here. I have 3 YouTube channels here. I have GN Inspire podcast, I have this channel, and then I have another one talking about my transition into management consulting. And actually, if that is something you are curious about, leave me a comment and I'm happy to take you there. But anyway, so I run 3 channels here on YouTube and I try to release 1 episode every week. I've written 3 books, and many other things. I also play soccer for a competitive league, and I do all sorts of other things. And the reason why I've been able to do all these things almost effortlessly is I've been able to optimize my evenings. And in this episode, I'll be telling you exactly how to do that, so that you are able to do some of your passions alongside your 9 to 5. Average person has 3 to 4 free hours each evening after work. That is over 1,000 hours a year, right? If you say 4 times 300, let's just say 300 days in a year. Yeah, 1,000 hours in a year. What are you doing with those 1,000 hours in a year? If you are a young professional working 9 to 5, and most of us are, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. are the most underrated assets you own. Not your salary, not your job title, your evenings. What are you doing with them? So let's talk about 5 strategies. There are more, but I've just selected top 5 that I've personally been using to stop wasting your evenings and being intentional with your hours outside work. Number 1, have a goal or passion project. Number 1 reason people waste their evenings or any free time is because they do not have a goal. They don't have a destination in mind. There is this quote that I like from Alice in the Wonderland. I'll put it here. But it's like, if you are not necessarily going somewhere, any road will lead you. Like, you can just take any road and you'll be happy. But if you know where you are headed, the direction and the destination, then you are very selective. When you finish work in the evening, you are tired and there is no compass. The path of least resistance will take over. And I think you know the path of least resistance. Mostly, even for me, it's scrolling. Sometimes I doom scroll and I feel so guilty. And I was talking with my friend, told me the same. We feel so guilty. Like, you enjoy the doom scrolling when you are in the moment, the dopamine, you feel good, but then you go sleep. Sometimes I doom scrolled until 1 a.m. and I woke up the following day feeling so tired and I felt so bad and guilty. And if you do not change that, that will be your routine, day after day, week after week, and you will continue just feeling bad and bad and bad. So your passion and your goal is your evening compass. It doesn't have to be big. It could be, I know many people want to start a YouTube channel. So many people. So it could be like starting a YouTube channel. And by the way, you do not even have to make it public. You can just say, this evening, I'll just create the name and the brand design on YouTube studio. And that is just 1 evening. And let me tell you something. You will go to sleep that day feeling so fulfilled. And you will wake up with a lot of energy because you feel like there is something you're doing. There is progress. You're building something of your own. You build a side income. So that evening, maybe it's about making a flyer on Canva and posting on your socials about the thing you are selling, or making a phone call consultation, asking Gladys how she's running her YouTube channel alongside her 9 to 5, gathering information. That still works. and you can do after your work in the evenings. But I have a goal, have an ambition, have a project. For me, YouTube has been my project the last 2 years. Before that, it was writing books. So I have written 3 books actually, mostly utilizing my evenings and my weekends. Although my weekends tend to be very busy because, like I mentioned, I also play soccer and I like to be outside. And so most of the productive work that I've done, even during the time I was a PhD student, even post PhD, were just utilizing my evenings. This is what I want you to do. To just start this week. Don't wait for next week, this week. Write down on your journal app. Write down one project, only one that you've been putting off. I know you have so many projects. There is not a single human being that I know that don't have a project. It's just like you're like, I'm just too busy right now, or I'm not ready. And all those are the excuses you know. But there is a project that is living rent-free in your head. Write it down. Number 2, just commit 30 minutes, only 30 minutes in the evening. It doesn't have to be more than that. So just say on Monday after work for 30 minutes. You can even stay at work actually. After work, after you're done with work, just set an alarm for 30 minutes and then write something down. This is what I normally do. After work, I just set some time. Normally it's even 30 minutes actually. And then I do scripting because I have to write a script, something to kind of guide me. Like these things I'm telling you guys, so 5 things. So I have to actually go through my journal, think, do research and write like 5 things that I think are relevant and will give you some insights. So that is something that you can do after work. Just set a clock, 30 minutes, that is it. And then track it. And if you're like me, someone who likes routine, I like to know that on Saturdays I do shooting. On Wednesday through Friday evenings, that is when I script. And then because I do batch recording, like right now, like today, I will be recording 3 episodes. That is also another way to optimize your time because it takes time to set up all the equipment, all these things. And so once you've set up, you've dressed, and you start recording, it's more efficient to record more than 1 episode. That is something anyway that I learned later. And so on Wednesday, I would be writing one script for 1 episode, Thursday script for another episode, Friday script for another episode, Saturday, I sit down, all my equipment in one place, hit record, and I don't stop until I'm done with 3 episodes. And then normally after that, that's it. I close my laptop and I'm out. I'm an outdoorsy person. So I go play my soccer, go meet with friends, etc. And then on Monday evening, that is when I do my editing. And then I release the videos on Tuesday. And literally, alongside a very busy consulting schedule, 60 to 80 hours every week, I've been able to run 3 YouTube channels, releasing 1 episode a week. So never say you don't have time. You just don't have a project that it's burning. You don't have a project that you really want to work on. Because if you did, then maybe you are not serious about it. Because if you're really serious about it, you will create time and you will optimize your evenings. Number 2, the second strategy to use your evenings, plan your evenings before it begins. Like I mentioned, I like routines. And so that is the routine I've kept for myself. Wednesday through Friday, evenings, script writing. Saturday, batch recording. Sunday is a day of rest. Monday is the day of editing after work. And then Tuesday evening is normally free. And the reason why I like that cadence is because of what they call decision fatigue. You cannot go to work like I do, like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And then you expect after 9 p.m., when you come out of work at 9 p.m., you cannot expect your brain to be open to 20 minutes of writing a script. To make a decision, it cannot make that decision. The only decision your brain wants is TikTok. But if you, on Sunday, if you had committed to Monday, I'll do this, Tuesday, I'll do this, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I don't want to do anything. If you commit to that, your brain doesn't have an option. Your brain knows that Monday and Tuesday evenings after work, this is what I need to do. So don't depend on your willpower. And the reason why you are wasting most of the evenings is because you are depending on the willpower. You are expecting your brain to agree with you to doing something extra after it's tired. So decide the night before, write it down, that in the morning, as I take my coffee, I'll be writing my script, or I'll write 1 paragraph, or I'll journal. Decide night before. Or if you're like me, I like to plan my week ahead. I normally decide on Sunday. But over time with this YouTube cadence, I've now decided like way in advance, and I just repeat the same system every week. Unless I have to travel, like right now in the summer when I'm traveling, that cadence is broken. But you have to decide. Successful people don't decide what to do in the evening during that evening. Also, there is this law that I really like that summarizes why we waste a lot of time. And it's called Parkinson law. Work expands to fill the time available for completion. And it's the reason why if you are given 10 hours to write an essay, 1-page essay, the work will expand and you will finish the essay in 10 hours. But if there is a gun in your head and you're told write this essay in 20 minutes, you will write the essay in 20 minutes. It may not be like the best, but it will be an essay, maybe even 80% essay. And in consulting, they like to say the 80-20 rule, that you actually don't have, for many things, most of those projects of yours, you actually don't have to wait until it's 100% before you ship it to the world. 80% is good. And so if you tell me I want an episode on Tuesday and I'm working 9 to 5 on Monday, guess what? After work, in the evening, I'll get you an episode. But if you tell me I want an episode on Saturday, guess what? I'll take the whole week to get that episode. And the reverse of that is also true. If you give your evenings no boundaries, it will be swallowed by nothing. And you will just look back, all your evenings are wasted doom scrolling or doing nothing really. Number 3, set a digital sunset. Sometimes I know our phones are the most powerful tools we have. Right now I'm recording this episode on my phone. But at the same time, you guys know that it can also be a distraction. So sometimes you just have to switch it off. So once a week, occasionally I would just switch off my phone. Maybe one afternoon, switch it off. And people tell me, what if someone wants to get you? What if there is an emergency? Can I tell you something? I want you to try and you will come and tell me. Of course, there are exceptions. Maybe if you are expecting someone to call, or if you are an emergency contact of someone who might want to reach you if you have dependents. But one time during my PhD, while I was writing my thesis, I had so much in my brain and I just decided I switched off my phone for, was it 2 months? Surprisingly, it's only 2 people who emailed me saying, I've been texting you, I've been calling you, are you okay? I haven't seen you on WhatsApp for a long time. The rest of the people were okay with me going off 2 months. So that excuse that you need to be online just in case someone calls you, you will be so surprised how many people will actually take an extra step to look for you when they can't find you on phone. Very few. You will just be surprised. Try it. So yes, one thing you can do is to switch off your phone when you get home so that you are not tempted. Your brain is too tired and it's craving doom scrolling. One way to prevent that, just switch off your phone and throw it away, and then do whatever you need to do for that 30 minutes or for that 1 hour, and then go back to your phone. Number 4 is taking advantage of compounding effect. Small actions, massive returns. And this is the idea of just start. Many people, we have these projects that we've been waiting for the right time for us to start. Guess what? The right time will never come. And so you just have to start now. Clarity and momentum will build the moment you start. Your first draft doesn't have to be impeccable. You just have to start. Just start today, repeat again tomorrow, repeat again next week. And before you know it, you are now addicted to this routine. And it's become a habit. Procrastination thrives in evenings without structure. The task will feel so massive, like eating an elephant. So you avoid starting. You become paralyzed. Instead, I want you to fragment, split the goal, the project, into tiny pieces. Like I mentioned, if you want to record a YouTube video, the first thing you can do is just to do a script, like just a skeleton of what you want to talk about. So this evening, you can just write a script. You've just made one step. So that the following day, your brain is like, we've just started the journey. We are halfway there. And it becomes very easy to continue with the journey. Number 5, most important if you ask me, protect your sleep. As you work 9 to 5, and then in the evenings you're doing your own projects, your body, your brain will be so tired, and so you need to sleep really well. Whatever you need to do, I don't know if it's meditation, yoga before sleep, whatever you need to do, but you need to sleep well so that the brain reboots and you retain high energy. And of course, this is my favorite one. Bonus number 6, move your body, do some exercise. Like I mentioned, most of my week, Monday to Friday right now, in consulting, super busy. And so if I'm lucky, maybe on Tuesday evening, I can do some exercise, but most of my exercises are on the weekends. Whatever works for you, I leave it up to you. Bake in some movement, some exercise during the day, during the week. That's all for now. 5 strategies to help you convert your evenings into a real asset. And in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years, you will be grateful that you started on this journey. I'm curious, what is preventing you from building your projects in the evenings? I want to hear from you. Leave me a comment down below. Until the next episode, goodbye.